Hey, you guys. Welcome to Walking in an Exile. I am your host, Shay Moore. So, today's episode is going to be short and sweet and to the point. I hope that you had a Merry Christmas and are looking forward to 2025. I took a few weeks off and it was nice, but I'm kind of excited to get back into things. So, I want to invite you to read through the Bible with me. So I am going to do a read through the Bible in a year starting January 1st. And so I don't know if you've ever done that before. I know it can really sound intimidating. I have attempted to read through the Bible in a year several times, just on my own. And I like quit in Leviticus because it's too hard. And so maybe you can relate, but I have actually read through the Bible twice. One of those times has been in chronological order. And so this is something that if you've never done this before, reading through the Bible in chronological order is really, well, I'll speak for myself, was a game changer for me. It takes, if you were raised in church at all, or you've been around for a while, you know, like the stories, you know the Old Testament stories, you know the New Testament stories. However, the Bible is not laid out for us in chronological order. So there are times, like if you were just reading through Genesis through Revelation, that you'd be like, wait, who are these people? I thought we already said this. And so when you read through the Bible in chronological order, it is going to go through the historical flow of how things happened. The prophets with the wars, with the kings, with the judges, and why did this happen? Oh, it's because they had rebelled here and the Lord told them this would happen. It really, really is so cool. So I want to invite you to read through with me. So what I am using, I did this 2 years ago. So I did this in 2023. I read through the Bible in a year. And I'm going to use the same plan that I used before, which is the Bible recap. So I will put a link to this one down below. There are way prettier books that have this laid out. This is just the one that I got, and I'll reuse it every time I use it because it's the same. So it has essentially each day it has what you're going to read, and then all you'll do is it has 2 pages for you to read that is going to summarize what you read, and then every single day there's what the author calls a God shot, and she pulls some sort of attribute of the Lord out of every single day's reading. Because when we read the Bible, it's a book about God, right? So we want to be able to do that. So I'll just tell you what I love about it. I love that it's in chronological order. I love that let me pause real quick. You can do this on an app. There's a free, I think it's on Spotify or maybe wherever you get podcasts, where you can just listen each day. Like you can download, and if you drive a lot or you want to listen, you can listen each day, and you can listen to the scripture and then listen to her little video, which is basically what you're reading. I am a physical gal. I want something in my hands. I find myself, if I don't have to actually physically go in and click a checkbox, this can become a chore to me, I guess is what I'm saying. And so I like having a book where I just flip over to the day and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm reading today. I don't have to go into my phone. I don't have to do that. I know that's not for everybody. So there is a free version for you to do this. However, going back into it, each day you will read the scripture, and then you can read through these. And so I've done it before. I did it in 2023 and it was really good. I'm just going to let you know it's quite a bit of reading. But I do want to insert this little caveat here. Reading through the Bible in a year is not studying the Bible. They're 2 separate things. So what this is going to do, reading through the Bible in a year, this is going to have scripture laid out for you every single day to read. You're going to be in the Word every single day, whether you're listening, whether you're reading. It's going to be in chronological order, but it's going to be a different type of learning. So I think maybe if I just read straight through, it was 20 minutes a day. So it's not that much. But when I'm doing this, when I am reading through the Bible, I am not doing a deep dive. That's why I took 2024 off. So in 2023, I read through the entire Bible in a year. It was great. It was wonderful. I'm doing it again. But then for 2024, I was like, you know what? I kind of want a break. I want to be able to choose some different books and kind of sit in them and study them. So that's what I did. So just so you kind of know, like, hey, what is this? This is not a study. This is just reading through the Bible. But I think they're both really beneficial. And if you've never done it before, I'm going to challenge you to do it. I think it's really great. And I am going to be doing this inside my community. So I have a Patreon community where I have other teaching and different things that I do. I have different I don't know what you want to call them. I guess they're kind of courses just on like reading the Bible and theology and the attributes of the Lord. Um, the Patreons also get early access to my podcast and to my YouTube. So if you're interested in that, we will be reading through this together and then discussing it. I'll just have a chat where we can discuss it. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link down below for that as well. If that's something you want to do, if you just want the book and you want to do it on your own, then I'll put a link to the book as well. However, I do want to challenge you. I've had a couple ladies, I shared with this on my social media that I was going to be reading through the Bible. And I've had two ladies reach out and say they were so excited about it. They are going to invite a few of their friends at their local church to go through it with them. And so they'll have a little bit of the online community, but then they are also taking, the reins and they're physically inviting people. And so I'm going to challenge you to do that. If you decide to do this, it is hard. There's going to be days you don't want to do it. There's going to be days you get behind and it's going to feel really overwhelming. But if you have a group of online is great. And I think there's a place for online. However, if you have ladies that you know that you can check in with on a deeper level that see you every day and know you every day, do this with you. It's really going to be a game changer. And I just encourage everyone to at least do this once. So I would love to invite you to do that. My podcasts and YouTube videos will resume into 2025 every Thursday. And we're going to be starting off the year with just back to Bible basics. If you're reading or studying the Bible, the basics. What do we do? What does that look like? Even if you have been reading the Bible for a while, I feel like I need the reminders. Like, what is it? What are we doing? So I hope that you all have a good 2024. And yeah, let's read through the Bible together.